Hey vinyl community, it's Eric. I'm back with a thrift store haul. This one's kind of a David Michael-esque haul in that I went to the thrift store thinking, I'll poke around. Actually, I was looking for some books I saw last time. Picked up a few of them. I wandered over to where the records were and started to find some LPs. I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. Oh, really? There's a trash copy of an early Johnny Cash record, which I left there. The cover was trash. The record looked a little scratched up, but had the unusual experience of finding so many records that I had to leave some behind. Uploaded a little video earlier of some of the stuff I left behind, but that was a lot of kind of new wavy stuff that would have been nice to have. But when I found the things I found, it was just like, oh, I can do without the Madness record. I can do without the Berlin record. So yeah, let's just get to it. These were 79 cents a piece. Kid you not. These are kind of put in an order of genre a little bit. Some of them are in good condition, some of them aren't. This first one I'm going to show you, it's a little scratched up, but for 80 cents, I'm willing to take the chance because it's the Doug Sham Band. Now, Doug Sham was in the band Sir Douglas Quintet, who did She's About a Mover, which is one of those classic garage rock albums. So this doesn't have a sleeve. It's on the Atlantic record. This is from '73. That was just kind of a cool, oh yeah, I have to get that. I've always wanted to get some of his solo stuff. So that was a chance to do that. Now, I'm not a big hip-hop, techno, or rap guy, but Johnny Lydon and Africa Bambaataa, World Destruction Time Zone? Sure, why not? This is just a single. It looks pretty clean. So, yeah, happy to have that. I'm gonna have to check that out. So yeah, I did pick up one, I think just one new wave record. I left another one there. I left a Rio there, but this is Duran Duran on the Capitol record. It looks real clean, and this has got stuff like Girls on Film. Yeah. So waiting for the night boat. I figured, why not? I should check this out. Rio didn't make the cut, but this one did. All right. So this record's a little scratched up. You're not going to necessarily be able to see that, but that's all right. This is a mono copy of the Moby Grape, which is one of those 60s psych bands I know of. Still in the shrink, still with the old Kmart sticker there. I figured, 80 cents, sure, why not? Another band I've never checked out. I believe these guys were an offshoot of Jefferson Airplane. So now we're going to get into the stuff that I think all of the vinyl community members who are into hard rock and metal, you guys that I talk to a lot, this is the stuff that you guys are gonna get all googly-eyed about. First off, found this in the record that I'm about to show. The record's in the sleeve, but tape piracy, everyone's problem. And then on the back side, this is a Mercury sleeve apparently. Look at some of these. The New York Dolls, Raymond Zarek, Kraftwerk, Rush. It's Rod Stewart. I don't like Rod Stewart, but Uriah Heep. Tom T. Hall, Jerry Lee Lewis. Yeah, just interesting stuff. So I'm going to probably use that for that other sleeve. But I found a copy of the old Jailbreak there from Thin Lizzy. The jacket's beat up, okay? The jacket's not in great condition. But the vinyl's a little scratched, a little scuffed, but generally it's really clean. So, Thin Lizzy Jailbreak. That was kind of cool to find. I was like, I've been wanting to pick up some more Thin Lizzy on vinyl, because all I've got so far is on CD. This one was in the shrink, but I left the shrink behind because it was ripped. And this is a band I don't see in the vinyl community at all. But, I live in Michigan, so there's no reason that I shouldn't be finding the Frost. These guys were part of that high-energy rock and roll scene that gave us the Stooges and the MC5 and Bob Seger. By the way, any of you guys that are like, oh, the Stooges are from Detroit, Bob Seger's from Detroit. No, they're actually from Ann Arbor. They played the Detroit scene, but they're originally from Ann Arbor, which is not a suburb of Detroit. All right, I'll get off my hometown soapbox there. This is the Frost. Dick Wagner from the Frost went on to play with Alice Cooper, among other people. But just, part of that 70s Detroit rock. There's the LP. Check out this Vanguard sleeve. That's really kind of cool. But there's the label. The record itself is really clean. So, all right. So now we're getting to the stuff that I know people are going to be excited about. It's a band I'm not really a fan of, but I know that people in the VC are. And I know that we're at a point that if you find this stuff in the wild for less than $1, maybe you should just pick it up. Q Prime Management. I never knew that. These guys were in Q Prime Management. They were the management company for Queensryche. Dokken. Breaking the chains. A nice Electra sleeve. One of the things the VC has spoiled me about is finding these nice sleeves. And once again, the record's in, it's a little dirty, but looks in great condition. All right, these are the ones that I got to, and I was like, really? I'm finding this here? Now, I left behind, like, Gary Newman. I left behind Communicards. I left behind Elvis Costello, Iggy Pop's singles that I would have otherwise picked up. But, when you see Turbo by Judas Priest for 80 cents. Beat up jacket, but it's still got the original inner sleeve. And yes, I have to clean these, but the vinyl is clean on this. All right, so Judas Priest, you find some Judas Priest. I also found this one, Sin After Sin, which I don't really know that well. But hey, whatever, it's Judas Priest, and I'm finding it for dirt cheap. There's the back of it. Vinyl looks really clean. I'm assuming somebody died, somebody had their stuff cleaned out, somebody moved, somebody just wanted to get rid of all that old stuff. But, Judas Priest, all right, Judas Priest were popular enough that non-metal fans would sometimes buy those records. But I don't know, Manowar, that's getting a little bit deep. This is Hail to England. Not really a huge Manowar fan, because I haven't really checked them out much, but hey, 80 cents, sold. Original the inner sleeve. Clean vinyl. Nice looking label. Manowar Into Glory Ride. This is, I think, what the Hookers were riffing on that album of theirs. I really like the, what is it? Black Visions of something or other. I know this is great. You're looking at the side of my face here. Once again, I know I've pimped for this one before, but all you guys who like the heavy metal, check out the Hookers. Black Visions of Crimson Wisdom. Just check it out on Spotify or on YouTube. It may be your thing. So Manowar. Still good looking inner sleeves. Vinyl looks good. Manowar Battle Hems. That Dungeons and Dragons metal for you all. Yeah, it's just black vinyl. I know that you can't really see it all that well. This one I was excited to see because this is an artist whose records I've been wanting to pick up some and get into a little bit, and just really haven't. But Dio, Last in Line. Like I said, I'm doing the David Michael style thing here because he's the man. Inner sleeve. Vinyl looks great. Some metal guys and some punks were really bad about trashing their metal, but or about trashing the records. But metal guys oftentimes kept them in really good shape. This one was a surprise too. I got it upside down. Saxon. Denim and leather. Little ring wear. But otherwise, solid, good-looking sleeve. And finally, I want to say my buddy Bill Lindsay of the band Impaler another metal band that you guys might want to check out. I'm pretty sure he's the one that mentioned these guys to me originally. And I saw this in the bin, and I'm thinking, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff I'm leaving behind here. But I looked at it, and I'm like, oh, this is on Shrapnel Records. I know Shrapnel Records. I know the name at least. And, you know, chances are I might run across Saxon at a used record store or whatever if I really wanted to, or Judas Priest. But I don't know about the rods in the raw. It's like, okay, that looks pretty good. I will pick that up. So, and there's the vinyl. So yeah, that was my kind of amazing haul for the day. I was actually really shocked to find all of that stuff there. Like I said, I left behind a lot of mainly new wave 80s records, a couple of B.B. King records. I'm not really a blues guy, but I might have been tempted to pick them up if I hadn't found all of this stuff. So, for all of you non-believers out there, the magical haul does happen on occasion. So, it's been Eric, and I'll catch you all later.